Welcome to the Stay Strong, Be Strong podcast. This first one is basically just a little intro, getting it started, answering some basic questions for you, and giving you slight direction for where we're going. So, first, who's this for? This is for everybody. I want to share this information freely, want it to be shared. This is for people who have interest in self sufficiency, shooting, preparedness, general wanting to be a better man. I'm going to be posting some of that too. Just how to improve being a father, being a husband, boyfriend, whatever. Just how to improve. This is something I've been wanting to start for a while now. I've been doing a lot of personal study on a lot of different topics, some hands-on experience, and I just want to share that. And I want a platform where guys are able to interact, and I can grow a movement and just a way for men to improve and create a better society. That's kind of the push for this. We see our country not doing too well right now, and I think it's about small movements of local men finding ways to improve themselves and others and be less dependent on the government. That's what's going to bring around the change in our country. Our voices, they're not huge. We don't have the platforms or the space or power to get information out. But what we can do is small movements working together, creating change. That's what starts change. The people started when we first founded this country, and it's what's going to fix it again. I don't think our country's too far gone. I think that we definitely have room for quite a bit of improvement, but I don't think we need to toss it out the window. I think there's still time to build it back up, and that's what I want to promote also. So why am I doing this? I'm doing this because it's always been a passion of mine, being prepared, being a citizen who's able to defend their own home, their family, and go back to the roots of what men traditionally were. And I have a passion for that. I want to share that passion, and I want to help cultivate other men along that same path, because I know there are plenty of guys out there. It's just going to be kind of a small company. We'll see where it goes. I don't really have massive plans with it. I have information I want to put out. That's mostly what this is for, is giving out information, having conversations with other people, just cultivating men into more self-reliant, stronger individuals in every facet of life too. It's not just one thing. And I don't know really where it's going to take me, as far as I don't have any big like product scheme or any kind of big business scheme. This isn't necessarily me trying to build this big company. This is just me posting information I have, meeting people online, sharing information, and moving from there. So again, I kind of want to talk about my motto. You've seen in my post so far, it's stay strong, be strong. I just want to flesh out a little bit. I did talk about it in one of my Instagram posts there, but it's the time for me just to share from my heart how I feel about it. So the stay strong first portion, right? That's just going to be staying strong mentally, physically, emotionally. That's kind of the whole broad sweep of what that motto is, but especially that first part, staying strong in what you believe. So hopefully everybody listening and watching, you have a set of morals and beliefs that you hold dear. That's something you hold to, something you live your life by, and that's every decision you make is based off those. So many times we find ourselves in dilemmas where other people are trying to push their beliefs or their thought process on us. See it in mainstream media. And what we need to do is not fold to that pressure. It's easy to just kind of do what everybody else is doing. A lot of times we like to think we would do what is right, but a lot of times we do what everybody else does. So that is thinking about it now, so you have your answer ready then. Having that pre-thought out, how would I answer this? How does my belief system roll with this and figuring out how you would answer those questions, ethical dilemmas that might pop up. That first portion, stay strong, is staying strong in your faith, your belief. For me, I'm a Christian, so I base a lot of my morals off God's word, the Bible. So for me, that's staying strong in my faith. It might look different for you, and that's okay. I'm here to share what I believe, but I'm not necessarily trying to push it on you. And that second part, be strong, is being strong physically, and also I would say that emotional side too. So with that, be strong, that's staying physically fit, because we all know if you're not physically fit, if you're overweight, never go out and run, work out, you are a liability, not an asset. So getting out, staying strong. I know there's different times in our lives. I've been there myself where you're so busy, you seem to can't get it in. Those happen. Work through it. Find something that works for you. Might be running, might be rucking, might be lifting heavy things and putting them back down on the ground. Whatever it is, find a way just to move your body, staying fit. That true like physical strength, and then also mentally. I just put out that reel about Men's Mental Health Month, and this is something that we don't often like to talk about: is the mental state of ourselves and our brothers. And I think that is crucial, as a part of this movement, is finding brotherhood, finding other families, working together to live through life. That's what humanity has done for, generations. And it's something we've strayed away from our family. We usually move out from home, live out by ourselves, sometimes opposite side of the country. We move away from childhood friends, and we seem to always be uprooting and moving around and never finding community. And that, I think, leads to men feeling isolated, alone. A lot of times you're just surrounded, like, it's easy for women to find friends usually, and you seem to be isolated by yourself. And that just leads to depression, leads to not working out, leads to just not trying to better yourself, just make your money, go home, sit on the couch, watch TV, call it a day. You're not engaging with your family, you're not engaging with life, you're not trying to improve yourself. So that's that second part, is being strong physically, yes, but also being strong mentally, in choosing to really engage and to focus on improving yourself and not just giving in, giving up. Again, that's kind of the stay strong, be strong, staying strong in your beliefs, being strong physically and with your emotions and your just mental health, I guess, in a way. That's kind of the general idea of that. With my logo, I talked about that a little bit in that too, in that post. That is in reference to Nehemiah in the Bible when he went back to rebuild the walls of Jerusalem there. When they were rebuilding, of course, walls in ancient times were their protection, was their way to fend off enemies. They could get up top, they could use archers, defeat, fend back any would-be attackers. But at that time, the wall was torn down. When they're going back to rebuild, Nehemiah charged them to have a hammer in one hand and a sword or a spear in the other. So as they were working, they were staying aware of their surroundings. They were looking out to the horizon and seeing any would-be attackers were coming, and they continued their work. They didn't stop working just because there were threats on the horizon. Just a powerful story about them coming back and reuniting, finding community, but also just powerful because there's so many different things you can take from that image. Being aware at all times, continue to work even though there may be threats around. And that's something I wish to kind of flesh out as we continue this. Maybe some more posts about it, maybe a podcast or two. If you have any ideas, anything you want me to cover, go ahead and just message me. I'd love to interact with you, and just get your thought process on different things. Again, any ideas, any posts that you might want, shoot that my way. Thanks so much for listening. And again, this is Aegis Solutions, and stay strong, be strong.